Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. And I wanted to share with you something from my past for educational purposes. And it's an actual oral statement given in a criminal investigation. And it was an interrogation, an oral statement that was conducted by myself. And I thought you might enjoy hearing it. So I want you to know that I have taken out the names. I've kind of taken out references. Just it'll go a little silent here and there. But this is an actual statement. This is an actual process of going through this. You'll notice that a lot of it is probably more legalities, and that for to make sure that we were covered from our end. Now, sadly to say, this individual was actually taken out that evening in handcuffs. It was determined by my supervisor at the time that an arrest would be made, and so sadly, the individual did get arrested that evening, right after that statement was done, and they were actually out on parole and wound up going right back to prison. And now this was quite a while ago, so all the best wishes to them. I really, I really hope things got squared away for them in their life, and that used to, in talking with a lot of people, because I did a lot of these types of interviews before in the past, and in talking to a lot of these individuals, I never really condoned or condemned. Of course, I didn't condone what they did, but I never condemned them as an individual. Uh, there's a lot of good people out there, and oftentimes good people can still make bad decisions if they feel they're under high stress, or they are under high stress, or they kind of don't feel like they've got a way out of something. Good people make a bad call. They make bad decisions. But sometimes there's going to be consequences. And unfortunately, this individual suffered the consequences for it. And but I hope you enjoyed kind of the educational aspect of it, and kind of just seeing really what the process was. If when you do an interrogation with someone on a criminal investigation, and they're going to make a oral declaration and admit to the crimes that they committed. All right, let's see if this works here. Okay, my name is I'm the head investigator located. Today is Friday, February. The time now is, and I'm located in the, and I'm here with 3 other teams so that they can identify themselves and they can state that they know that we are being recorded. They can see that the light is on the recorder here. I'm going to have them go ahead and state their name and their position with the company. I'll start to my right here.
I notice I'm being recorded by the red light.
Okay. All right. All right, and you can see that we're being recorded?
Yes.
All right. What did I tell you was the reason for this investigation?
To find out what has been coming up missing.
Okay. All right. And did I tell you who asked me to look into it?
Yes.
Who was that? All right. Okay. Did I tell you when the exact start date of the investigation was, or did I just say, for some time ago they asked me to look into it?
Some time ago.
Okay. What language have we been speaking here today?
English.
Okay, and you can speak English, understand English, both verbal and written?
Yes.
Okay. If you had any trouble understanding anything, what would you have done?
Told you I didn't understand it.
Okay. Did you have any problems?
No, sir.
Okay. Have you received any injuries on or off the job recently?
No.
Okay, so there's no reason for you to be uncomfortable?
No.
Okay. Have you had any problems either of a mental or emotional nature?
No.
Lack of sleep or anything that's going to make it to where you weren't giving us your best information here today?
No.
Okay. Do you understand what perjury is?
Yes.
Okay. Could you define that for me?
That's lying under oath.
Okay. Well, really only a court of law can actually determine whether or not perjury has occurred.
Yes.
But we want you to treat this statement
as a court of law.
Yeah, as to be as honest with us as you would in a court of law.
Okay.
So we appreciate that. Do you understand the two reasons why I stated we would go ahead and tape or record this session?
Yes.
What were those?
So they have a better understanding of everything if
Right.
it's on tape.
Right, and it's quicker.
Yes.
It'll be a lot faster for them to go through the information. How did I treat you today?
Good. With respect.
All right. Were there any inappropriate comments or any inappropriate contact made to you today?
No.
Okay. Did I ever identify myself as a law enforcement officer?
No.
Okay, how did I identify myself? Okay. Do you believe that has good reason to initiate these types of investigations?
Yes.
Why would you say that?
So they can get to the bottom of everything.
Okay. Do you understand that we have a legal right and responsibility to this company to conduct this type of investigation?
Yes.
All right. Why do you suppose we have those rights to do that?
Because you are here to reprimand and make sure they are satisfied. And if something comes up, then they're not satisfied, so then you have to take care of it.
Yeah. We're here to prevent what? To this
Loss.
Yeah, exactly. What did I tell you about your ability to leave this interview?
I could get up and walk out at any given time. Or
Okay.
if I needed a break or something to eat, I could take that break or get something to eat.
All right. Oh, you answered a couple of my questions there. You see a telephone in the room?
Yes.
You feel like you could have used it if you wanted to?
Yes.
Okay. Do you feel like you need anybody here present with you?
No.
Any legal representation or
No.
No? Okay. Is there any reason why you don't want any representation here with you?
No, because I don't need it. Because
Okay.
I'm being truthful.
All right. Was anything said to discourage you from having any representation here?
No.
Okay. All right. No, I asked you this earlier if you remembered some of these, and then we went through them again. So you probably because we had already prior to this we'd been talking for about like 45 minutes.
Yes.
Would you say? And do you remember what some of the methods we use during an investigation were?
Trying to get us to remember what dates and stuff were.
But what are some of the methods that we use while we're doing an investigation? Like we have our agents, we have our secret
Shoppers.
Right.
Cameras. All that other stuff.
Okay. Did I mislead you by telling you that we used every single one of these methods on you, or
No.
did I just say these are some of the methods we use?
You just said these are some of the methods you use.
Okay. What did I tell you about the use of cameras? Do we put them everywhere and anywhere, or
You put them everywhere. You can put them anywhere except for in the bathrooms and rooms.
where anybody should expect to have some privacy, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now I asked you two things when we first started this interview. I wanted you to be what with me?
Honest.
Okay.
100% honest.
Right. And what was the second thing that I asked of you? That as we talked about things, maybe we uncovered some things that you would never what?
I forgot the word now.
Just
Never lie about, or
you wouldn't do them,
they wouldn't be appropriate.
or you wouldn't ever do them again,
Right.
Okay. Who have I told you is basically the fact finder? Who does the investigation? All right, and that's me.
Yes.
That's, I just do the investigation. Who makes the ultimate decisions regarding any potential disciplinary action? Okay. Do you understand what coercion is?
Yes.
Okay, what's coercion?
Where you work together to figure out what's going on, right?
Well, that's more like a cooperation. Coercion is we're about halfway done here. We're getting there. Actually, in fact, we're going to be having you read your statement here just in a minute. Coercion is where I've either made you a lot of promises to do something, or I've made a lot of threats to make you do something. Has any kind of coercion happened here today?
No.
Okay. Were we talking about, as far as my investigation goes, was it delving into your personal matters, or were we pretty much focusing on what's going on?
What's going on?
Okay. Now, why did you decide to be truthful with me? Because at first you weren't. You denied a lot of things. Now, what made you finally decide to be truthful?
Because I didn't want to live a lie anymore, so I needed to come clean.
Okay. Now, I asked you a lot of questions, and we sat here together while you did your written statement. But ultimately, what you're telling us here today, and what you're going to be reading in your written statement, where does this statement really come from? Is it me or you?
It's coming from me.
Okay. Can you go ahead and read your written statement for us, and start on line 1 there through your statement?
I hereby make the following declaration to. Sorry if I mispronounced your last name.
That's fine.
Who has been identified as an agent for. No threats or promises have been made and introduced me to make this declaration, which I hereby acknowledge this is made of my free will. I've been working here since the beginning. Around January, I started taking money out of rooms from either a purse or a wallet, whichever was in the room of the guest. It started out taking 100, then it went up to 200, but the most I've ever taken was 350. The most recent incident was tonight when I took 200 out of a purse. 200 out of a purse. And the time prior to that was the 4th, and the time before that was 350 for the total amount of 1,050. The reason why I was doing this was because I needed to pay for my son's braces and buy him groceries and wrestling shoes, and I didn't have the money to do it, and I didn't want them to take his braces off. I understand I broke the law and that I can be terminated for my actions. I hope that I don't lose my job for making a stupid mistake that I did. I'm willing to pay restitution for my actions and give back to the company for all my wrongdoing, whether I have to scrub the bathroom floor with a toothbrush. I know what I did was wrong, and I take full responsibilities for my actions. This is the truth coming from me. Nobody has told me to say any of this.
Okay. All right. Appreciate that. Thanks for reading that. All right. So I'm just going to clarify the dollar values that we were talking about, okay? We'll go through that first really quick. The first time you stole was how much?
About 100.
Okay. And then the next time was?
200.
Okay. And then the time after that was?
I think that was the most for 350.
Okay. And then you went back down to?
200.
200. And then tonight?
Was 200.
Was 200 that you took. So that gave us a total of $1,050.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Do you need any other clarification on any of these?
No.
Okay. All right. Okay. Did you Did you have permission to be taking this money out of the rooms?
No.
No? Okay. On some of the instances, just real quick, did you always have permission to be in the room?
No.
No? Okay. All right. And let's see. Have I ever tried to minimize the severity of any of these actions, or have I kind of condoned any of this?
No.
Okay. How do you feel this time that we spent here? We actually moved along pretty fast tonight, in all honesty. I've had some interviews that have gone a lot longer than this, but how do you feel this time was spent here tonight? Do you feel it was excessive? Do you think it was an excessive amount of time or reasonable?
It was reasonable amount of time.
Okay. How long did it take for you, when we started interviewing, how long did it take for you to decide to tell the truth?
About 5 minutes.
Okay.
5-10 minutes.
Okay. Okay, just want to let you know this. Any attempt on your behalf to try to warn others or corroborate positions with others may be viewed by the as an interference with the investigation and may in itself be a reason for disciplinary action. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Hey, are you willing to give your statement? You willing to, under the penalty of perjury,
Yes.
are you willing to say that the statement you gave us is truthful and accurate?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you to state that under oath, okay? So if you'll repeat after me, I, and state your name, hereby declare, under and knowing the penalty of perjury, that the oral declaration that has just been provided by me is true and correct. Okay. Can you see that the tape we're still being recorded? The light's still on?
Yep.
Okay. At any time did we stop this or take any breaks during the recording?
No.
No? Okay. Okay. Do you want to let me know what her current status with the company is?
As of right now, you're going to be suspended for 3 days. You have to report back to on Tuesday, the 15th, I think, at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So we have that. And, all right, let me bring this to a close. The time now is 10:45 p.m. My name is head investigator. It is still here located in the, and I'm going to go ahead and bring this oral declaration to a close. Thank you very much. All right, so I hope you appreciate it. We'll see you next time, next video. All right, take care. Bye.